Okay, the drizzle has reduced, so I'm going to start work on this. I'm going to use a 3-part sand, 1 part cement, and it's going to be sharp sand to give it that little bit of extra strength. I'm going to make it a very firm mix, much as I did for the screed in our bathroom. That worked out well, but it also doesn't slump, and hopefully it will stay in place without wood across to keep it in place. If you see me running and grabbing wood partway through this, you know that my plan hasn't worked. Anyway, let's give it a try and see how it goes. It's still dripping a bit, but maybe it's a little brighter. Let's see. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Okay, I'm making a small batch. It won't be enough to do the whole thing, but making sure it's mixed really well, and I'm going to achieve the right consistency. Okay, time to add the water. Got to be careful not to put too much. I need it to be quite a firm mix. As usual, it's just a little bit too runny. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this consistency. I think it's should be self-supporting. If I put it up, it doesn't seem to slump. So let's see. So far the consistency looks quite good, but I haven't made anything like enough. This is going to take a bit of time. Maybe it's still a little on the runny side. I just want to get it right into the edges while it's still really workable. As I expected, it is slumping a little bit, but as it firms up, hopefully it'll hold. Let's see if I can get it right first time this time. I've got a feeling I made it too wet again. Hopefully that's going to be all right. I'm just going to see how workable this still is over here. Looks as if I'll have just enough. So looking at this, I think the second batch was a little bit on the loose side. So I'm hoping it's going to firm up. But I'm going to start working it now from the left, which was done a little while ago. Okay, you can see I had to resort to putting the wood across because it's slumping too much. As I worked it, it became more liquid. I put this on, and now I need to quickly work this to try and get a nice edge. Okay, so I had to put the wood on to support, but the finish on the top so far is quite nice and smooth. Good morning, Mr. Jones back. Early morning, November the 8th, and surprise, surprise, no wind, no sun, misty, damp, horrible. Never mind. So yesterday I put down the concrete, or basically sand and cement using sharp sand for my doorstep. I was going to try and do it without the wood. As you saw, that didn't work. So at the last moment I put the wood in. But I will say that by the end of yesterday I wanted to take off the wood so I could, it would still be wet enough to tidy up this front edge. Unfortunately, when it was dark, and even when I went to bed last night, it was still soft to the touch, too wet to do that because of the low temperatures. Okay, this morning it's now set beautifully at the top. Well, it's not set, but it's hard enough. No impression from a finger. It's enough. The finish on the top is beautiful. It's lovely, exactly what I wanted. Now the acid test, I'm going to remove the wood and see what mess I've got underneath there. It may not be pretty, and there may be some remedial works taking place. Anyway, I'll let you see in all detail what it looks like. Well, it seems to be coming away from the concrete naturally, but I can see it's also messing up the edge a bit here. So it's probably, no, it's okay. I was going to say it's too wet, but it's not. It's just this, it's just the narrow edge where it comes onto the wood. Now, okay, that's come off quite easily. What have we got underneath? Okay, that's needs to be trimmed up to the level of the mortar, probably there. But actually, I really quite like it where it's covered the brick down below, and that may actually be the way to go, is to put a skim on this so it looks like one solid step. Anyway, that is a whole lot better than I thought. Okay, wood off, touch up done, and I'm pretty happy with the result, to be honest. It's not looking too bad. So I just hope it's going to dry quickly today, and I now need to move on to the bedroom upstairs and the insulation under the floorboards. So there's a close-up of my step. I know it's a simple thing, but it's given me so much pleasure to do this, and I think it's going to look okay. I'm really quite happy with the end result. It's great.